Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Might Be Drizzlin' the Second. I'm Rawrquaza. We are playing through every character on Rainstorm difficulty. So far we've done, just for my own self, we did Mul-t, we did Huntress, we did Artificer and Mercenary. We have NG and Commando. As I like to say, we leave the best for last. The best is Mercenary, but I already did him, so... Commando! It's Commando time. Commando is... Why is it so quiet? It's very quiet. Oh, no SFX volume. Yeah, there we go. It's maybe even a little bit still too low. Maybe like... There we go. So, Commando's like, he's a dynamite gal. He is a man who has a plan, and his plan is to stack items that cause him to win. Look at the radius of these particles. Simply astounding. I don't have good things to say about the Commando. But, I do like bustling Cautious Slug here. Backup mag is good because it lets you do your piercing shot. We got left click is bullets. They have really good range, actually. And they do have some drop off, but it's pretty good either way. We got our right click is a piercing shot that pierces through enemies and terrain. We got the R is a burst fire that stuns, and the mobility utility skill is the classic Commando roll, which is, you know well from Risk of Rain 1. This character is alright. My pick for probably the least powerful character in Risk of Rain 2 at the moment. Kinda just not a huge amount going for him. The big thing is, like, his proc coefficient is maybe better than Mul-t's. If you don't know what a proc coefficient is, that's the multiplier assigned to a specific skill to determine when you proc items. Most characters have a proc coefficient of 1, meaning that they hit something and proc an item. Whereas Handy, the other character that I'm going to compare Commando to most closely, because they both have the rapid fire going on, Handy has a proc coefficient on his machine gun of 4/10 to Commando's 1. So that's kind of the one thing that Commando has over Mul-t. But he also has a slower fire rate, so it's like, by default. I have activated the thing to make the game harder and give me double items. I'm gonna, like, suck these boys. Give them the big ol' suck. I'm gonna also freaking die. We're gonna come over here and take advantage of our long range, because we are lacking healing of any kind. Just gonna take it easy here. I don't like this at all. Gonna kind of clear out some of the trash. This golem is a problem. Kind of don't like this at all. I have recently discovered a Commando tech. If you're holding your... if you're holding your fire button, like you are wont to do on Commando, and you press the shift button to sprint, or the sprint button, whatever you have it bound to, then you kind of do a little bit of dash, so kind of like a weird little tech. Not incredibly useful, but when you're playing as a character who doesn't really have much going for him, a small tech is kind of all you have to live for. Commando isn't that bad. He has good range, which is more than I can say for a lot of characters. His projectiles fire very quickly. He's just pretty mediocre, is the problem. Doesn't really have a lot going for him. He's the everyman, you know? And that means that you rely more on items. What we really want on Commando is like a lot of attack speed. Like just buttloads of attack speed. That's fine. Just kind of constant attack speed forever. 100 years attack speed forever and ever. .com. No. Oh god. All this work. Please. Oh my lord. Alright. We got a ukulele, that's cool. We're really going to be looking for items to carry us through to victory. Ukulele, as you may or may not recall, stacks the not proc chance and not damage, but it does stack chain distance and number of chains maximum. Prion Accumulator is better for us because we need some freaking damage. Is there items? I don't think there are items. I think we're just gonna go. We're just going. Get me out of this stage. There's items! Oh, God, the bustling cautious slug would have been so good, too. I feel extremely upset. If I get no other healing this run, I'm going to be very, very upset. That does not feel good at all. Okay. Commando does excel at killing weak enemies at long range or close range. Any range. Medium range. That's kind of what he's good at. He shoots wisps very well. He pierces through multiple small targets. He just lacks a, you know, 50mm light machine gun. Do 50mm light machine guns exist? I don't know. What do I look like? A gun nut? One complaint that I commonly have about this character is that I don't like his accuracy. But he's using 2 machine pistols, so it's like, I mean, it makes sense that he's going to be inaccurate at range. But he's so accurate at range, most of the time, actually, that the slight bit of inaccuracy really just grinds my gears. And, I don't know. I really feel like the biggest quality of life that I can get on on Orange Mercenary is attack speed, because that really just ties everything together in a way that I want it to. It makes you more accurate, sorta, at range. It gives you a better hit rate for procs. It helps you with on-hit healing effects. So give me every soldier syringe that has ever existed in the world. And I will be a happy man. A soldier syringe printer would be amazing. Crit is nice. Don't get me wrong. I love crit. Hey, my bustling slug. Excellent. Cautious slug. Where's the teleporter? Like, I'm into it. Attack speed is the best, though. It just makes it feel so much better. The real bustling slug right there. Bustling fungus is, not without use, but cautious slug is so much better than bustling fungus that it's not even funny. Unless you're playing engineer. Engineer is the specific case that is the exception. But bustling fungus can also be useful for multiplayer. I don't know. I guess theoretically is what an argument could be. Alright, let's just hit the teleporter. See what happens. What pops out? What's in the box? Clay people. Not clay people! Excellent. Clay people results in a very long, arduous boss fight. Instead, we get the easiest boss in the game. As I say every time. I'm gonna use this. Prion, is that what it's called? Prion accumulator, so good. Extremely good. Very satisfying to use. Yeah, dude. I love ukulele. Ukulele is so satisfying. Give me ukulele and a 57 leaf clover, and I will show you a happy camper. We have received a beetle gland. Beetle gland is a very good item. I actually like it a lot. It basically just takes, excuse me, takes aggro for us. Less enemies shooting at me means happy me most of the time. He also does surprisingly decent damage, which is nice. Give me more tier 1s that are attack speed. Pretty please. Mobility would be nice too. That is something Commando definitely needs as well. But I love the attack speed. This is great. Never stop giving me attack speed. There's never going to be a time when I'm like, okay, that's enough attack speed. I was doing a run on stream where I got a ton of attack speed on Commando, and it was great. I was doing a run off camera of Mercenary. I got a attack speed 3D printer and turned all my stuff into attack speed. Guess what? It was really good. It was quite excellent. Okay, I know there are items over here. So we're gonna use our tech in order to move up here while shooting. We got kitties meowing. Meowing at the birds, presumably. I should close the front door so that they... Well, they're having fun. They're looking out the window. They're enjoying the world. I would like a sprint speed item. Make me feel good. Monster Tooth was fixed. Apparently there was some issue with it. It's still bad. That is the worst use item in the game. Spends money to deal damage. Where is... let's go. Crowbar doesn't really do anything. Crowbar was much better in the first game. Now it's kind of like bad until we get Sniper, basically. It's only the first 90% of health, I believe. Ooh. Hello, beautiful. Are you a soldier syringe? Gasoline is very good. I'll take it. I love this game. This game's so fun. Backup mag is nice too. I don't really know if backup mag is the most useful on this character, but he doesn't hurt. Alright, teleporter. That's what we're looking for. We also need something to break this run open. I need, like, more items. I need some crazy damage or something. I don't know, a number of things could happen. Need to remember that there's many... Thank you for completely destroying that elite enemy, beetle friend. As you may be able to tell, the damage that the Commando does is not incredible. Like, really, you're just a proc machine, and then hopefully your procs do everything else. What is that? Cautious slug printer. There's our teleporter. That's a... Cautious slug is a good defensive item. We're gonna fight the boss. Magma worm. Imp Overlord. Imp Overlord was buffed. It has more damage, but it also doesn't have as much health regen, or maybe any health regen, to compensate. Also, I don't know where he is. Which I guess is fine. Sort of a little weird. I would prefer to know where my boss is. Oh, there he is. Come over here. Yeah. Can you really just not get me up here? That's dope. Completely miss. That's alright. In another 133 seconds, I'll have another shot at it. I mean, Prion Accumulator does do significant damage, just from the AoE kind of thing. We got Bandolier. Bandolier is not great on Commando. It's not bad, but it's not great. There are many tier 2s I would rather have. Blue portal appears. We can go to the shop. Lunar shop. Alright, well, let's go get some items. We're making our way through the stages relatively quickly, which is nice. Harvester's Scythe is good. I believe all of the crit items give you a crit chance. The first time you get like a Harvester's Scythe, it gives you like a 5% or maybe it's 10% crit chance, and then stacking it doesn't give additional crit, but it helps. Cautious Slugs. 2 Cautious Slugs means that we can pretty much rely on that for our healing, assuming that we have the mobility to escape any situation, which right now we don't. We don't have any mobility items. Chronobobble is not really what we're looking for. Predatory Instincts is great, considering that we're stacking up to be a little bit of a crit build, and Predatory Instincts gives insane attack speed. So we'll be looking for more crit and more attack speed and more Predatory Instincts, all sorts of stuff. There's more crit. I like it. We're gonna wait here for about, I don't know. Oh, I have Bustling Fungus too, I guess. Forgot about that. One Bustling Fungus. I suppose it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, this is done. I guess I can move. There's no enemies. The only problem that I have with the beetle is that he's very loud. He's just telling us that he loves us, though. Are those open? That one's open. Quaza has found chest. Yeah, is that one open too? God damn it. Could really use some move speed or sprint speed or extra jump or attack speed is great. I'll take it. Thank you much. I'll never complain again, except that actually we're going to die if we don't get mobility. That's just how it is. And I guess I could go up here. I feel like I'm kind of dicking around a little bit. We're going to get punished for it in the time sense of things. But I want to check up here. Who knows what wonders await us at the top of this cliff. There's a shrine over there. It looks like a chest, like right there. From this vantage we can see all, including the 0 items that are on this cliff. Sometimes there's stuff. Oh, there we go. It was all worth it. Actually, Tougher Times is very good. Tougher Times stacks, you want, the long story is kind of long. There's a spreadsheet. If you go to my Twitch chat and type in ! Tougher Times, you can see the spreadsheet on Google Docs of how many Tougher Times do what. But the short answer is, you should take Tougher Times until you hit around, like, I mean, it's still very valuable at around 10, and it gets slightly less valuable the longer you go, until about something like 20. 20 is like where it really starts dropping off. Each additional Tough Times is just, you're starting to get, and there are more specifics involved, but that's all right. We're just gonna go. There was also a shrine over there, but I don't, whatever, who cares. There's more items on the next stage. Blue portal puts us in here. What could be in the Bazaar between time that we want? I don't know, surprise me, make my day. We got shaped glass. Oh, ooh, 3 white items in exchange for a Harvester's Scythe. You know, we lost 1 glasses there, basically, in exchange for 1 Harvester's Scythe. I'm okay with that, I think. I think that's alright. It's not great, You didn't lose any attack speed, which is good. I was worried about losing the attack speed, and I was worried about losing the crit. We have lots of items here that are very useful. That's, you know, it's fine. There'll be more crit. So we are going to, what I've been doing, my current meta, that guy will kill me. We're actually just going to murder him. Maybe, it looks like it completely missed. Fire elites suck real bad. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm dead. Goodbye. Wow. Elder Lemurians suck, even when they're not elites. We're gonna try and get money. My current meta, the meta that I'm on, is some of the tier 3s are so powerful that it is very much worth farming the guaranteed tier 3 chest on this stage in order to obtain one of them. There is a tier list that I have for the tier 3s. What we're really looking for, in somewhat order, are 57 leaf clover, which is the new item. I don't know if I've talked about it on a YouTube video. I think there's a fire... Man, here. Yeah, there is. Fire hermit crab, that's terrifying. There's also a golem. Sorry, 57 leaf clover is an incredible... That would be an incredible get. Followed by probably Tesla coil. Thank you for boosting me up here. Not all of the tier 3s that it's possible to get would be worth our time. But the ones that are worthwhile are so strong that they are incredibly run-changing just by themselves, and so it is worth it to try and get those. Now they're probably somewhere around $4,000. Very loud truck outside. They might be cheaper, I don't know. We'll try and kill these hermits whenever we can. Imps are real annoying. I'm gonna go check the cost. Sometimes there's multiple tier 3s on this stage. That's when it really, like, is very worthwhile to stay and farm. Because then you have better chances. Like, if we get head stompers here, I'm not gonna be upset. But I'm going to be a little bit upset. It's Tesla coil. This is incredible. This is great. This is exactly what I want. Literally exactly what I was just talking about. This item is so strong. Once every 10 seconds, we zap the bejesus out of everything remotely close to me. It can proc items, including regular ukulele. It's amazing. It's incredible. It's so good. This boosts the power of this run by something like 5 times. Without question. Look at this. This is nuts. Now we just need a little bit more crit, some more damage, more proc effects. Just keep stacking. We're doing really good. Well, okay, here's what we really actually just need now, is mobility. I need some sprint speed, I need a double jump, something. More attack speed is wonderful. I'm not gonna look that horse in the mouth. But some mobility. Additional ability. Get it? Because I said like mobility. I'd like some mobility. Do you get the joke yet? Because it's like like more. Mobility. I'll just keep saying it, and then eventually you'll get the joke. It's mobility. Please, sir, may I have some mobility? We're gonna purchase... Question mark. Oh, it's on mobility. I'm taking it. I don't look gift mobilities in the mouth. This is not mobility, but it is tankiness when we are mobilizing, which can be incredibly useful. We also have our lockbox, which has an incredibly important crit item. It's gonna increase our efficacy here. There's a stun grenade shop. Where the heck is the teleporter? Additional ability would be nice, though. We're gonna check over here. So this puts us like very far ahead of the curve in terms of damage and crowd control. The Tesla coil. And that is really nice. That's going to allow our build to kind of, you know, get a little bit stronger in the other areas. The teleporter's over there. Which is very good. You know what? Let's see what's in here. Not that. That's pretty bad. Okay, without ability, we will continue. I mean, one wax quail is more mobility than I had before, which can be just enough to succeed. We are lucky enough to have not a magma worm spawn. Incredible luck for us, because this boss just stands still most of the time. Kill the fire elites. Kill the everything. Tesla coil putting in severe work. Stay in the teleporter zone. My goodness, it's a great item. Will-o'-the-wisp, wonderful. Really good in combination. Any on-kill effects are great in combination with Tesla coil, because Tesla coil just kills things. And then, you know, chaining other effects from the Tesla coil is very strong. I think there's another fire elite somewhere over here. We're just gonna ignore him, and hopefully he will go away. Oh no, he's right there. Like, look at this. Tesla coil is doing at least half of the damage here. We know who's really carrying the run. It'd be the Tesla coil. Alright, we're gonna go get some items. And that was the ideal, pretty much ideal situation, was we go into this level, pick up a Tesla coil or, you know, something great. Fuel cell is amazing, by the way, with our current use item. And then we kind of just ramp from this point. Try and ramp as best as we can. We definitely need to improve our mobility if we're going to have a chance, because you either need to improve your mobility, which I've just done slightly, which every little bit helps, so excellent. You either need to get enough mobility to survive, or you need to get enough health and or regen to survive, or you need to get busy dying. Or you need enough damage to just one-shot everything, but, you know, that rarely happens. It does happen, though. You know what makes it happen is 57 leaf clover. 57 leaf clover is the straight make your run into an incredibly damaging run. The item. Berserker Pauldron stacks very well. I think it's like each additional stack is another 5 seconds or something while the buff is active, and it's a very strong attack speed buff, so it's a good item. And we're doing very strong. Doing very strong. We're doing very well. 35 minutes getting done with our first loop is extremely good, I think. And the fireworks have started. Look at our attack speed. Oh, baby. This is with the buff from Pauldron. And we're pretty much critting every hit. I don't know what... Well, we're critting a lot of hits. Maybe not every hit. Maybe we're just attacking so fast that it feels like we're critting every hit. We're critting many hits, which is nice. Hey, more mobility. This is, well, Red Whip's kind of mobility. It's not really. I shouldn't say that. It's not mobility that you can count on. Are you in good hands? I need to call my insurance. I was telling you about my cat. My cat is not insured. In the last video. The car, however, now is a problem. I drove the car last, 2 days ago. Lady Quaza drives to work. When I drove it 2 days ago, there was a... Ooh, consistency. Look at that. When I drove the car 2 days ago, there was not a crack in the windshield. Lady Quaza doesn't know how it got there, but now there's like a freaking 7, closer to 7. 7-inch crack in the windshield. Which is kind of shitty. We're trying to sell our car, so now we're gonna have to replace that. I don't know how car insurance works. I wish I could apply my min-maxy incredible knowledge of video games and, you know, many video game systems to something that would apply myself in real life, like cars. But I do not find that interesting enough or something. I don't know. Cars are just like a hassle. Okay, we're gonna need to play it cautiously here. Wandering Vagrant. I think there's 2 of them, yeah. Oh, it's dead. You know, an item that I actually do think is pretty okay in this game is, wow, and our damage is not incredibly bad. Please. Thank you. Stun Grenade is actually fairly solid in this game because of the effect that it has on golems. Like, if you can stun them to stop them lasering just by shooting them enough, that's worthwhile. Just pick up one if you can. Currently, Tesla Coil is destroying everything for us. We're having a pretty okay run. There's a lunar coin, easy, thanks. Free money. Tesla Coil does incredible amounts of work. The video game. It's so good. I'm worried that it's going to get nerfed. Honestly, Tesla Coil is this game's equivalent of Plasma Chain from Risk of Rain 1. Plasma Chain at the very beginning of the beta would allow you, with one Plasma Chain, to... It was just a chance on hit to spawn a Plasma Chain, and then you could have as many Plasma Chains as you want. Just creating like a nexus of energy around, and they would all hit enemies, and it was nuts. Stone Titans. Is there just one? It did say plural Stone Titans. I feel lied to. But then Plasma Chain got nerfed. And it became, like, probably one of the, if not the worst, like, bottom 3 worst tier 3 items. By far. Like, it just didn't do anything. It was hilarious. And then that's where it stayed. Forever. Because it was so frickin' strong. And I feel like that may be where Tesla Coil goes. I could see them dumpstering it. No, I don't really want that. Another attack speed. Dude, more attack speed is fewer problems. I think attack speed is my favorite thing to stack in this game. It's so fun on so many characters other than Artificer and, like... I mean, even Engineer, if you stack it high enough. Until you stack it enough that you can just hold down the button, it's kind of bad. But once you stack it high enough that you can just hold down the button and not release, and it feels good, it's very strong. I took Ocular HUD on accident. That was... God damn it. My Prion. Ah. Damn it, dude. This is what it would look like once we max our crit. Ocular HUD is great early game, not so great. I shouldn't have trusted the tree. Damn it. Alright. Well, that was a fun run. That really sucks. I genuinely thought that I was safe. It was a bad idea, though. Thank you for watching. Man, I'm disappointed. I didn't die to a fire elite, though. I guess that's something. Take it easy, everybody. Have a good one. Like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Follow me on Twitch, etc. NG next time. Take it easy. Bye-bye.